I got into 3D printing about 3 years ago. I had an interest in Linux computing and Arduino electronics, hobby electronics. And I did a few projects, and then I found online that the same format I was using, the Arduino, was used to power these printers. So I looked a bit more into it and I decided that I could probably build one. The first printer, I bought the plastic parts for it, a lot of the frame parts. The rest of it's constructed of threaded rod and some standard motors, industrial motors that you can find online easily. It runs electricity-wise. I mean, it runs about the same as a TV, an LCD TV. The main thing is the filament. The filament comes in spools, 1 kilogram spools. There's different materials. PLA and ABS are the main ones. They'd be the cheapest. Then there's more specialized materials, some with specialized mechanical properties, some which just look different. Materials is the main development. The printer itself is still doing the same thing it's been doing for several years, you know, with a few maybe add-ons for convenience. But there's people developing materials all the time, and there are some I've seen where you print it on sort of like a paste, and then you bake it afterwards, and then it becomes metal. You know, it's sort of a metal finished product. You can develop, you know, a printer that'll have the finish of a SLA or SLS printer, but it's going to take forever to print, you know, because you're limited by how fast you can extrude and I guess time. Just, you know, the more fine you go with the layers, it takes unreasonable amounts of time to print parts. My main work is prototyping, so it's mostly students or companies who just want a really quick turnover on a new product they might be designing or a new part. I've done some sort of ornamental parts, some decorative stuff, but then like 99% of the stuff I do is prototyping. Well, a few of the things I've 3D printed are just a lot of the demonstration stuff I've done with copper PLA, printed a Groot. The material is copper filings mixed with plastic, so you file it up and it shines, so it looks like plastic. It's kind of heavier than regular plastic. I've done designed lots of parts for the printers actually, so there's constant upgrades to the printers you can do, just, you know, minor to make it more reliable. So if people want stuff parts printed, they'll usually, if it's prototypes, they'll print out themselves. But there are resources online. There's websites like Thingiverse, there's My Mini Factory. There's like millions of models people have put up already. Like lots of even stuff around the house, like sort of knobs for your oven, you know, just so people have at some point broken in their house. I fixed a few things in the house here with them. So if you want to get it printed by someone like myself, you'd download the model and you go to a website called 3dhubs.com, and you see it gives you printers listed in your local area. It's kind of like Airbnb for printing, or Uber, I guess, for printing. And you find a list of local printers and you upload your file and you get prices for each of those. So I'm on the Dublin one. For prototyping, you know, printing out simple, you know, small products in, it's really only people like myself in houses. There are lots of people around doing it, but it is very useful in terms of, you know, the people who want the service. As a service, you know, to people who want, you know, things printed quickly and cheaply, it suits them well.